Mental health doesn't discriminate, and even the biggest stars can struggle with mental health challenges. Many celebrities have chosen to speak out about their experiences, shedding light on the importance of seeking help and reducing the stigma around mental health. In this video, we'll explore 22 living celebrities who have dealt with mental health issues, their struggles, and how they've worked towards healing. 1. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato has been incredibly open about her struggles with mental health, including bipolar disorder, addiction, and eating disorders. After a near-fatal overdose in 2018, Lovato sought intensive treatment and realized the need for long-term recovery. She has discussed how her diagnosis of bipolar disorder helped explain her extreme mood swings and behaviors. Demi uses her platform to promote therapy, mental health care, and destigmatizing mental illness, often reminding fans that recovery is a journey, not a destination. She's an advocate for self-care and believes in the importance of speaking openly about mental health. 2. Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez has been an advocate for mental health, especially after revealing in 2020 that she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Her struggles with anxiety and depression were exacerbated by lupus, a chronic illness she has been dealing with for years. In 2016, Gomez checked into a treatment facility to focus on her mental health, realizing she needed time away from the pressures of fame. Since then, she has worked hard to maintain her mental well-being, regularly practicing mindfulness and therapy. Selena launched the Rare Beauty line, which includes the Rare Impact Fund, dedicated to supporting mental health services. 3. Kanye West. Kanye West was diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2016 and has spoken candidly about his experiences with the condition, referring to it as his superpower at times. However, West has also acknowledged the serious challenges it poses, including manic episodes that have sometimes played out in the public eye. He has had several public breakdowns, which have raised concerns among fans and loved ones. West has been in and out of treatment and has said that medication helps, but at times he struggles with adherence. His openness about the disorder has led to broader discussions about mental health in the Black community, where stigma can often prevent people from seeking help. 4. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga has revealed her struggles with mental health, specifically post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, which she developed after being sexually assaulted at the age of 19. Gaga has described how this trauma affected her mental health for years, leading to depression and chronic pain. She turned to therapy and medication to manage her symptoms, and now advocates for mental health awareness, particularly for trauma survivors. In 2019, Gaga and her mother launched the Born This Way Foundation, which aims to promote mental wellness and encourage young people to seek help when they need it. 5. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber has been vocal about his battles with depression and anxiety, which were exacerbated by the pressures of fame at a young age. He has talked about how his mental health struggles nearly led to a breakdown, particularly during his late teens and early 20s. After taking a break from the spotlight to focus on his well-being, Bieber has shared that therapy, his faith, and a strong support system have helped him. In recent years, he has used his social media platforms to discuss the importance of mental health, urging others to seek help when they need it and prioritize self-care. 6. Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande has dealt with PTSD and anxiety following the Manchester bombing at her concert in 2017, where 22 people tragically lost their lives. In the aftermath, Grande struggled to process the trauma and grief, leading to emotional breakdowns and bouts of severe anxiety. She sought therapy to cope and has been open about how crucial it has been in her healing process. Grande has also discussed the importance of addressing mental health in the music industry, where artists often face intense scrutiny and pressure. She regularly speaks out about the value of self-care and mental wellness. 7. Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus has faced mental health challenges throughout her career, including anxiety and depression. In her early 20s, after her infamous 2013 VMA performance, Cyrus struggled with public criticism and a lack of direction, leading to emotional struggles. She has admitted to using drugs and alcohol to cope, but after a life-altering experience involving vocal cord surgery, Cyrus became sober and committed to therapy. She has embraced healthier coping mechanisms, including exercise, mindfulness, and therapy, and now promotes mental health awareness, encouraging others to focus on their emotional well-being. 8. Zayn Malik. Former One Direction member Zayn Malik has been open about his battle with anxiety, which at one point led him to cancel a major performance because of panic attacks. Malik has discussed how the pressures of fame worsened his mental health, contributing to his decision to leave the band. Malik has also dealt with an eating disorder, which he believes was partly due to the overwhelming need for control in his life at the time. He has since sought therapy and developed healthier habits to manage his anxiety. Malik encourages others to speak out about their struggles, reminding fans that mental health issues are common and nothing to be ashamed of. 9. Camila Cabello. Camila Cabello has spoken about her experiences with anxiety and obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. Cabello described how, for years, she felt trapped by overwhelming thoughts and feelings of fear, which affected her ability to enjoy life. She eventually sought therapy, which she credits with helping her manage her symptoms and gain control over her life. Cabello now uses her platform to raise awareness about mental health and the importance of therapy, encouraging others to seek professional help when dealing with mental health issues. 10. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne Johnson has shared his experiences with depression, which began during his early career when he struggled to make it as a football player and later as an actor. Johnson has revealed that he felt lost and directionless at times, leading to deep feelings of sadness and hopelessness. Through therapy and his close relationships with family, Johnson was able to overcome his depression. He now uses his platform to remind others that mental health struggles can affect anyone, no matter how tough or successful they appear. Johnson advocates for open discussions about mental health, especially for men who might feel pressure to keep their struggles hidden. 11. Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson has opened up about her battles with anxiety and depression, particularly after the death of her son's father and the loss of her own father. Henson has discussed how therapy saved her, helping her to process grief and manage her mental health. In 2018, Henson launched the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation, named after her father, to provide mental health support to Black communities, where mental health care is often stigmatized. Henson believes in the power of therapy and has worked tirelessly to create safe spaces for people to discuss their mental health struggles. 12. Lili Reinhardt. Lili Reinhardt, best known for her role on Riverdale, has been candid about her ongoing struggles with depression and anxiety. Reinhardt has said that she has dealt with mental health issues since her teenage years, and acting helped her find an outlet for her emotions. After seeking therapy, she realized how important it is to prioritize mental health. Reinhardt is now an advocate for mental health awareness, often using her social media platforms to speak out about depression, anxiety, and the importance of therapy. She believes in being open about her struggles to show fans that they're not alone. 13. Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen has been open about her experience with postpartum depression following the birth of her first child. Teigen described feeling disconnected, anxious, and sad, even though everything in her life seemed perfect from the outside. After seeking help from a doctor, she was diagnosed with postpartum depression and started treatment. Since then, Teigen has become a strong advocate for maternal mental health, encouraging new mothers to seek help and not feel ashamed of their emotions. Her openness has helped to reduce the stigma surrounding postpartum depression and sparked important conversations about mental health for women. 14. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson has struggled with mental health issues for most of his life, including borderline personality disorder, depression, and anxiety. Davidson has spoken about how his mental health challenges were compounded by the trauma of losing his father in the 9/11 attacks. He sought treatment after realizing he needed help to manage his emotions and has been vocal about the benefits of therapy and medication. Davidson uses comedy as a way to cope with his struggles and often talks openly about mental health during his stand-up routines, helping to normalize conversations about mental illness. 15. Michelle Williams. Michelle Williams, formerly of Destiny's Child, has discussed her long battle with depression, which began during her teenage years. Despite her success in the music industry, Williams often felt deep sadness and loneliness. At one point, her depression became so severe that she contemplated suicide. After seeking help and undergoing treatment, Williams realized the importance of addressing mental health and began advocating for others to do the same. She now speaks publicly about her experiences to raise awareness and reduce the stigma around mental health, particularly in the African American community. 16. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has revealed that he deals with intense anxiety, especially before public appearances and interviews. He has said that his anxiety often manifests as sleepless nights and a racing mind, but he has learned to manage it through therapy and mindfulness practices. Reynolds has spoken about the importance of mental health, acknowledging that anxiety can be a constant struggle, but that there are ways to cope. By being open about his own struggles, he hopes to encourage others to seek help if they are dealing with anxiety or other mental health issues. 17. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish has been open about her struggles with depression, body dysmorphia, and self-harm. The pressure of fame at a young age worsened her mental health, leading to feelings of isolation and sadness. After seeking therapy and support from her family, Eilish has found healthier ways to cope with her emotions. She now uses her platform to raise awareness about mental health, especially among young people, and encourages her fans to take their mental health seriously and seek help when needed. 18. Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith has discussed her struggles with depression and suicidal thoughts during her early years in Hollywood. She sought therapy and found healing through meditation and mindfulness practices. Smith now uses her talk show, Red Table Talk, to have honest conversations about mental health, hoping to break the stigma surrounding mental illness. She advocates for self-care, therapy, and open discussions about mental health within families and communities. 19. Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes has dealt with anxiety throughout his career, particularly around the pressures of performing in public scrutiny. Mendes has shared how therapy and meditation have helped him manage his anxiety, and he now advocates for mental health awareness, particularly for men who may feel uncomfortable discussing their emotions. Mendes often talks about the importance of mindfulness and being present in the moment as a way to reduce anxiety and stress. 20. Sarah Hyland. Sarah Hyland, best known for her role on Modern Family, has been open about her mental health struggles, particularly related to her chronic kidney disease. After multiple surgeries and health setbacks, Hyland experienced severe depression and even contemplated suicide. With the help of therapy, medication, and support from her loved ones, Hyland has worked through her mental health challenges and now advocates for mental health awareness, particularly for those dealing with chronic illness. 21. Emma Stone. Emma Stone has spoken about her lifelong battle with anxiety, which began when she was a child. Stone has said that acting helped her channel her emotions, but she continues to deal with anxiety in her daily life. Therapy and medication have helped her manage her symptoms, and she now encourages others to seek help if they are struggling. Stone believes that talking openly about mental health is the key to reducing stigma and making it easier for people to ask for help. 22. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington has discussed her experiences with anxiety and how therapy has helped her cope with the pressures of fame and personal challenges. Washington is a strong advocate for mental health awareness, particularly for Black women who may face additional stigmas around seeking mental health care. She encourages others to prioritize their mental well-being and to seek therapy or support when needed. These 22 celebrities have shown that mental health struggles are universal, but with the right support, treatment, and self-care, it is possible to overcome or manage them. Their openness helps pave the way for more honest conversations about mental health, encouraging us all to prioritize our well-being.